Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Abs Daily News with your hockey coach guru code Frenchy. Today, episode number 111. Yes, it is 111. What do you have on the menu today, coach? First of all, we have Carey Price. Secondly, we have Jonathan Drouin. Finally, we have, of course, the NHL news today. So don't go nowhere. Here we go, guys. You know the drill. Please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. And below this video, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the episode number 111. I just want to mention to you, with some problem and struggle with some logistic overall, we still come here every single day to give you the best of the Montreal Canadiens, of course, the Abs Daily News with your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy. Let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. Here we go. The first subject of the day, guys, is about the Carey Price jersey number 31 is going to be in the rafter at the Bell Center. Yes or no? I know his career is over yet, but I don't see Carey Price coming back with the Montreal Canadiens very soon. I believe he played his last game last year against the Florida Panthers when they won by a score of 10-2. And after the game, he mentioned he was his last game in the NHL. He said, I feel good about this because all day I was in great mindset. So it would be interesting what could happen. We know the problem he has right now. He faced to have a surgery. It would take for at least a minimum of 12 to 16 months before he coming back. If it's not guaranteed, it's going to be at 100%. So I don't see him, Carey Price, coming back in NHL. So what is the biggest question now for you fans is about, do you believe his jersey should be at the rafter of the Montreal Canadiens? It's going to be really difficult to be there, first of all. Why? Because it's the most difficult things and anything for any player play for the Montreal Canadiens has his jersey on the rafter. It's easier to be on the Hall of Famer in NHL compared to have his jersey retired from the Montreal Canadiens. And I want to mention to you, going to have a lot of controversy by the fans of around the Montreal Canadiens about his Carey Price jersey, if he should be or not on the rafter. And I want to open up some other mindset or other direction about the Carey Price, why maybe he should be there. First of all, Carey Price, since he's been in NHL, as the number. He have a great percentage, a save percentage again, and a goal again average, pretty good overall, since he's been 15 years in NHL. One of the case, maybe nobody pay attention because a lot of people say he never won the Stanley Cup. He never bring the Montreal Canadiens to the Stanley Cup. First of all, since he's been in NHL, only his rookie year, he has only Alexei Kovalev have a season over 80 points with 84 points when Carey Price with the Montreal Canadiens. Since that, never happened at any moment. No players with the Montreal Canadiens with Carey Price has a season of 80 points. Just give you an idea, Carey Price never have that kind of offensive with the Montreal to maybe have a better chance to have a better number or playoff at some point. Now, one thing he did as a goaltender, he dominated his position for many years. Between the gap of 13 or 14 until 17, 18, he saved percentage, again, it was at .926, the best one and any other goaltender in NHL. We know he won, of course, many trophies in NHL, the Vezina, the Hart Trophy. We know what he accomplished in NHL with the Montreal Canadiens. Obviously, the only trophy he did not win, of course, is the Stanley Cup. Many fans will be upset about this, and he believes he should not have this jersey over there. Now, I want to mention the recognized by the NHLP, what you talk about. Many players, his peers in NHL, the players recognize Carey Price, one of the best goaltender in NHL. They always ask the players, if you have one goaltender you would like to have for game number 7, which goaltender you would like to get? They always give to you his name, Carey Price, for many years. So we know what he accomplished with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, what is my thinking about this one over there? Listen, life is changing. If you remind you about the last time we won the Stanley Cup, it's almost 30 years. Since 2000, they have Saku Koivu, Markov, and Carey Price has been the 3 players, franchise player for the Montreal Canadiens. Any other player never been that kind of quality what he bring for the Montreal Canadiens as a productivity for them. So for me, Price, you cannot compare anymore the time of the 70s, the player who win the Stanley Cup, the 80s with Patrick Roy and everybody else. We need to have a better mindset now to not qualify. If you don't have to win the Stanley Cup, you cannot get your jersey on the top. It's not going to happen anymore if you only go that way. It's a new generation. It's a new way of thinking. And I still believe, for my thinking for about Carey Price, his jersey should be in the rafter of the Bell Center. Plus, he's going to be an Hall of Famer in NHL. This was my subject today about Carey Price. I want to know you, hockey fans. Tell me what you think about Carey Price jersey. Do you believe he should be in the rafter at the Bell Center? Leave me a comments below this video. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. The next subject of the day, guys, I want to talk about Jonathan Drouin. Just did his golf tournament. I think they pick up over $1 million charity about the money. So that's a really great turnover for the Jonathan Drouin. And then after the tournament, he has some kind of press conference, talk with the media, everything like that. And we heard some news about him. First of all, he's really excited for the upcoming season, play for the Montreal Canadiens, and of course, play under the new head coach, Martin St. Louis. He still believes he's going to have an amazing, great season with them. Secondly, he talked about his health. He talked about he's completely healthy at 100%. He feels great about his wrist. Shoot the puck now for the last 2-3 weeks. He feels better and better. He can't wait to the main camp start. He said, look, I never feel that way for the last 3 seasons. We know with the Montreal Canadiens, he did 5 years so far. The first 2 years did pretty good overall, but the last 3 years, he struggled with injuries after injuries. So we know he got some kind of mental illness at some point. He never delivered expectation for the fans, first of all, for the Montreal Canadiens, when he got traded against MICHEL Sergachev. But in revenge, unfortunately for Drouin, for the last 3 years, he never been full healthy to the player we expect for him. Now, he feel like he's not worried about the trade deadline or the rumor is going to be trade, everything like that. So look, if it's happening at trade deadline, I know I'm going to be traded at the team is going to be in the playoff, and I will feel happy about this one over there. So we'll see what's happening. For me, my main focus is only on the upcoming season, and I will do the best I can be for the Montreal Canadiens, and I can't wait for this season start very soon. Now, he said, of course, he's not under the radar anymore. So he talked about this coach. For the last couple of years, honestly, he was the one only talking about Jonathan Drouin when the season start. This year, he's really not there anymore. It's more about Ziski, Caulfield, Safkoski, Dadonov, and any other players. So he feel like he's not anymore under that kind of pressure. He's not on the radar. I feel this is a great thing for him for the upcoming year to not be under the radar. And then is my thinking about this one, guys. First of all, Drouin is going to be his last year of his contract at $5.5 million. I expect him to be traded at the trade deadline. I don't see him to returning with the Montreal Canadiens next season. They're going to get something in return, an asset. The best for the Montreal Canadiens and for him is he have an amazing, great first half of the season under Martin St. Louis. What you talk about, first of all, if I have a good number, his asset at the trade deadline is going to be increasing. Secondly, he's going to get a better contract for the upcoming season, year number 23-24. He turned 28 years old in March, so he's really at the prime of his career, at least for the next 3-4 years. So we'll be interested what Jonathan Drouin is going to be with the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. And the last subject of the day, we're going to talk about the NHL news today. We have only one things to talk about today. Is a trade between the Minnesota Wild and the Anaheim Ducks. And the trade is involved the defenseman of the Minnesota Wild, Dmitry Kulikov, is going to be now play for the Anaheim Ducks. In return, the best player on the planet, the future consideration. And that's happening about this one over there. The reason the Minnesota tried to do this is, first of all, they expect to have a better way for the salary cap, so they open up another over $2 million. Secondly, Kulikov have a great year, over 29 points with the Wild last season, but we know that Minnesota have a great, strong defenseman, and then they try to open up for the Addison, the rookie, to be a part of the roster for the upcoming year, and they have some depth with Kulikowski, so I think that's the best thing for the Minnesota Wild to trade Kulikov and the Anaheim Ducks that just add another veterans for that team. We know they have a lot of money under the salary cap, so that's not a problem to get that salary of Kulikov. This guy is the only news we have in NHL today. Here we go, guys. This completes another episode of the Habs Daily News with the hockey coach, Goal Code Frenchy. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and below this video, leave me a comments about episode number 111. And you know, my friend, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.